When I talked to you about liability insurance, I asked you if you would like to be protected from being saddled by high medical bills if you're injured in someone else's car, or if you injured someone in a car accident. We all know that medical costs for injuries can far exceed the cost of the vehicles involved. When we talk about uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, we're turning the tables a little bit. Instead of talking about what might happen to people in the other car, we're talking about what's happening to you and the people in your car. So what if a drunk driver comes across the double yellow line? The injuries are not trivial. We're not talking about a simple trip to the emergency room for some stitches, hopefully that's the case, for muscle relaxants and painkillers. But what if your husband or wife ends up spending significant time in intensive care? The hospital bills are huge. At first thought, you're angry that someone would be so careless. You just want your life back the way it was before the accident. Your initial approach would be to submit the medical bills to your own medical insurance. But there's no help until you get the deductible covered first. Then you ask yourself, why should I have to pay out of my pocket for an accident that I didn't even cause? Now you're really mad. With uninsured motorist coverage, you can be covered up to $250,000 if you are hit by a driver with no insurance. With underinsured motorist coverage, you can be covered for $250,000 if you're hit by a driver that has insurance, but not enough. Do you know how much insurance you need to carry to drive in Idaho legally? The answer is $25,000 per person in bodily injury liability. Wow, that's all? Don't count on being made whole by the other guy's insurance. You really need to protect your family and all the friends and relatives that ride with you in your family's vehicle. My friend in the insurance business told me also that he has a family insured who did have a head-on collision with a drunk driver. The husband was driving, the wife was in the passenger seat, and just before impact, she reached up with her hand to brace herself for impact on the dash. When the car collided, her little finger was damaged to the point that she couldn't even use it anymore. Surgery was required for her to regain the use of her hand. Now, think about all of the problems that could potentially come with being underinsured, or the other driver being uninsured or underinsured. Now, after I learned this, I decided that I really had to protect my own family, not only from the mistakes that I was making, which was the previous conversation of the previous videos that we've watched, but even more importantly, the mistakes someone else was making by being underinsured or uninsured. Think about this. We all carry precious cargo in our vehicles. So let's protect the ones that we love. Now, I've covered all sorts of elements about the auto insurance policy, from liability insurance to medical coverage insurance to uninsured motorist insurance, all different facets of an insurance policy that you may or may not have even had a conversation about when you talked with your insurance agent. Now, having a friend in the insurance world is a huge benefit, especially an insurance agent that's trying to help you get the coverage that you need for you and for your family versus just trying to sell you the cheapest possible policy. Here's what I would suggest. This good friend of mine takes care of his clients, and I want to introduce him to you. So drop in the box below your name, phone number, and email. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him just reach out to you and have a conversation. You know, in most cases, it's just a consultation, if you will, to help you better understand whether or not you have adequate insurance coverages. And he can also help you see and feel comfortable with the insurance policies that you're buying. All right, so drop your name and information here below, and I'll have him reach out to you in the next 12 to 24 hours. And now you can be assured and rest assured that you have the coverage that you need. Bye for now.